Hello, I'm Richard Nongard with mindfulnessmeditation.org. And I'm actually here in one of my favorite places in the world. I'm in Las Vegas. If you look out my window, you can see that down below the fountains from Bellagio are going off. There's probably literally thousands of people down there all watching the show. It's about 8 o'clock. There's people zipping for dinner. There's people heading off to a show. There's people meeting up with friends. Some of you know I actually used to live in Las Vegas, and I think Las Vegas is really a great city. There's so many wonderful things to do here. There's both entertainment as well as culture. It's just a lively, vibrant city. I remember one day, though, I think it was probably back in 2004, and in my personal relationship at the time, things weren't necessarily going the way that I had hoped. So here I was in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I still remember I was in front of the Riviera Hotel, and I was thinking to myself, I'm surrounded by 1.2 million people, but I'm the loneliest guy in the city. Now, I know many of you struggle with the idea or the concept of loneliness. Loneliness is something that at one time or another we all experience in life. I still remember that day because I was just struck by the irony of being surrounded by vibrancy and 1.2 million people, many of them reveling in the moment. And I was even there with somebody who I cared about, and yet I felt an incredible sense of loneliness. Perhaps you struggle with loneliness. There are many ways to heal the wounds of loneliness, sometimes even time. But one of the most effective ways to deal with loneliness is to practice mindfulness meditation, because no matter where you go, whether it's at home in your room or whether it's at work or whether it's in a vibrant city of 1.2 million people, wherever you go, you have to take yourself with you. And I find the easiest pathway to overcome loneliness is to become comfortable with yourself and with alone time and with simply being fully present in the moment with yourself. I'm actually here in Las Vegas on this trip by myself, and it's been a great couple of days. I've taken care of some business that I needed to attend to. I visited with a few old friends, and I've walked up and down the strip. I haven't felt lonely at all during this trip. And the reason why I haven't felt lonely is because I've come to a point in my life where I'm very comfortable with myself in the moment. Mindfulness is probably the contributing factor to that growth in life. And so I'd like you to join me for a moment of mindfulness meditation. And I'll begin by guiding you through a basic process of paying attention fully to this moment, to paying attention to yourself in the moment. So often we look to the people around us, failing to recognize that we're with ourselves. Then I'm going to give you a moment of silence to continue practicing a mindful awareness of your own presence. And then I'll let you know when our time is done. And you'll find when we're done that by taking a few minutes each day over the next couple of days, either with or without this video, to practice mindfulness meditation, that it's much easier to simply become comfortable with yourself, no matter where you are or who you're with, or even more importantly, who you're not with. Join me by closing the eyes, taking in a breath, and bring present in this moment. As you're present in this moment, breathe in and breathe out and pay attention to that breath. In mindfulness meditation, we often pay attention to the breath because it's our breath, it's our life force. We've been breathing since the beginning of our life, and we'll breathe each day until the end of our life. And so it really is the essence of our very existence. And by focusing on the breath, paying attention to it, you can set aside any longings for the past or any fears about the future. Simply experience yourself in this present moment. As you breathe in and breathe out, you may have thoughts. Thoughts are a normal part of what the mind does and shouldn't be viewed as something distressing. The idea of meditation is not to have no thought. The idea of meditation is to simply let a thought be a thought. So as you breathe in and breathe out, if you find yourself distracted by your thoughts, simply say to yourself, that was a thought, and return your mind to the breath, as if it's a focal point for your attention. Breathing in, breathing out. Neither trying to speed up nor slow down that breath, but paying attention fully to this moment, to your seat in the chair, to the sound of my voice in your ears, and to your presence here right now. Rarely do we take time in the busy scheme of life to practice attention to ourselves in this moment, but that's what mindfulness meditation is all about. And it helps us to become comfortable with us right here, right now. And so I'll give you a few moments without my voice to continue practicing mindful awareness of your presence in this moment. So with the next breath in, let that breath fill your lungs with oxygen. Notice what that breath feels like as the oxygen reaches every cell of the body. When you're ready, open the eyes, feeling invigorated from this time of meditation, this time you've set aside for yourself to become fully present in the moment. I'm Richard Nongard with mindfulnessmeditation.org. I post a daily meditation every day, so check back and join us in our discussion forum here on our website, as well as for our live meditation classes on Sunday and Tuesday nights. Again, I'm Richard Nongard with mindfulessmeditation.org. Thanks for joining me, and have a fantastic evening.